my English 1 Honors class. Great job today. I really enjoyed doing the breakout sessions with you. So as promised, here is the homework and the YouTube video. We are going to start on page 50, ending where Mildred says, well, now you've done it out front of the house. Look who's here. I don't care. Well, we find out who it is. Captain Beatty, he said. Captain Beatty. All right, so let's find out what happens. Beatty puffed his pipe. Every fireman sooner or later hits this. They only need understanding to know how the wheels run, need to know the history of our profession. They don't feed it to rookies like they used to. Damn shame. Puff. Only fire chiefs remember it now. Puff. I'll let you in on it. Mildred fidgeted. Beatty took a full minute to settle himself in and think back for what he wanted to say. And then they do talk a lot, but I'm going to please read that on your own. We're going to look at just the main ideas in this particular segment of reading. Mildred smoothed the bedclothes. Montag felt his heart jump and jump again as she patted his pillow. Right now she was pulling at his shoulder to try to get him to move so she could take the pillow out and fix it nicely and put it back. And perhaps cry out and stare and simply reach down her hand and say, "What's this?" and hold up the hidden book with touching innocence. So Mildred is in the room while Beatty is there, and she is kind of cleaning up. So we'll see what happens. "Let me fix your pillow," said Mildred. No, whispered Montag. "The zipper displaces the button, and a man lacks just that much time to think while dressing at dawn. Philosophical hour, and thus a melancholy hour." This is, like I said, Beatty continuing his philosophy about books. Mildred said, "Here. Get away," said Montag. "Life becomes one big pratfall, Montag. Everything, bang, poff, and wow." "Wow," said Mildred, yanking at the pillow. "For God's sake, let me be," cried Montag passionately. Beatty opened his eyes wide. Mildred's hand had frozen behind the pillow. Her fingers were tracing the book's outline, and as the shape became familiar, her face looked surprised and then stunned, her mouth open to ask a question. Montag heaved back against her arms. "What's this here?" "Sit down," Montag shouted. She jumped away, her hands empty. "We're talking." And then Beatty continues, still not realizing that Mildred is indeed, frantic. She leaves, not yet, she doesn't leave just yet, but he continues, Beatty, "The mind drinks less and less impatience. Highways full of crowds going somewhere, nowhere." Mildred does leave, and she doesn't actually say anything to Beatty, which is surprising. There was no dictum, no declaration, no censorship to start with. No, technology, mass exploitation, and minority pressure carried the trick, thank God. Today, thanks to them, you can stay happy all the time. You're allowed to read comics, the good old confessions, or trade journals. So they do read in this society, but very specific genres and on very specific information. And then you're going to finish the chapter reading up to "But everyone made equal." Please make sure to complete the homework. So I am planning to send an email out of the YouTube video link along with the assignment, and it will also be on PowerSchool as well. So keep the lookout out for both of those just in case if PowerSchool is down, okay? Thank you guys so much. Great job today, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9:35.